Hey everybody, welcome to day 3, Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Oceanside. My name is Bob Babbitt, brought to you by HOKA, Master Spas, deboer wetsuits, Quintana Roo, and of course our Challenged Athletes Foundation. This next young man is somebody I've been wanting to chat with forever. His name is Casper Stornes, and he's from Bergen, Norway, the home of his buddies, Gustav, Iden, and Kristian Blummenfelt. How you doing, Casper?
I'm good, thank you.
I think we were set up to chat at World Championships in New Zealand, 70.3, and you got injured, right, the day before?
Yeah, 2 days before the race, I got driven down by a car. So, yeah, that was not so fun, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to Kristian and Gustav last night, we were talking about Norway had never been a factor in the world of triathlon. And then I think it was 2009 or 2010 where a group got together and decided by 2020 we were going to win a gold medal in the Olympics, or maybe it was just a medal. But do you remember going, because you were a young kid at the time?
When I started triathlon, I weren't that good, so we were looking really up to Gustav and Kristian, so we were quite far behind. So yeah, for me at that time it wasn't.
It was about Gustav and Kristian at that time.
Yeah, then it was Gustav and Kristian.
So you're how much younger are you?
1 year younger than Gustav and 3 years younger than Kristian.
Oh, he's an old guy.
Yeah, he's old.
Kristian.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah, he's soon done. Oh, I don't think so. He's still fit and
he's so fit.
Fast. Yeah.
So back then, and was there a point when you started training with those guys that, because when you're training, you don't really know where you stand in the rest of the world. When did you start feeling like we can be really good? We can be really good on the world scene.
I feel Gustav and Kristian has always been performing on the high scene, so I were always trying to catch up.
Yes.
But it was more in the winter 2018.
2018.
Yeah, to the turn to the 2018 season, I really start to feel like, okay, now I'm capable to do good in especially the short distance. I hadn't done long before that. Yeah. So yeah, 2018 was the breakthrough season for me.
Yeah.
With first starting with a podium in the European Cup in Qatar.
Yes.
And then winning Bermuda 1 month later. So yeah. That was
special.
Yeah, that was special. And also sharing the podium with Gustav and Kristian was amazing.
I don't think that's happened since at an Olympic distance race where one country swept the podium for the men. It might have happened for the women.
I don't know, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you win it, and Kristian's second, and Gustav is third. When you're standing at the finish line and you're seeing those guys coming, you must have been like
special. I were a bit shocked the first lap on a run, since I didn't knew they had breakaway on the bike.
Yes.
So when I saw them coming in front of the chase group, I were like, whoa, what's happening here? So that was really cool. So, but I still were unsure to take the win then, but on the last lap, I kind of knew when I had that big of a gap. Then So then in the Olympics, you guys really made a statement because Kristian wins 2020, Kristian wins, and Gustav gets 8th, and you get 11th. So 3 guys from this little town, Bergen in Norway, get 3 spots in the top 11 at the Olympic Games. Did that, when that happened, how excited were the people in Norway? Was there a lot of excitement around you guys getting 1st, 8th, and 11th in the Olympics? Yeah, it were a bit of excitement, but I think it's bigger in like the US and
other countries.
But of course it was big Kristian winning.
Yes.
And we also did well. So yeah.
One of the things that Kristian, first time I interviewed him was at 70.3 Worlds in Nice back in 2019. And he had finished 13th in the Olympics in 2016. And I'm like, that must have been really exciting for the people back in Norway that you got 13th in your first Olympic Games. He goes, you don't understand Norway. if for us in winter sports, we're so dominant that you finish 5th, 6th, 3rd, 2nd. Doesn't matter. If you don't win a gold, nobody really cares. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of pressure. So, and he said that if he walks around in Bergen, the people who come up to take photos are usually tourists. It's people who recognize him for triathlon, not the locals.
Yeah, it's more people overseas or other countries that recognize him.
Yes.
So it's more the people knowing him
Right.
from before that. He's Kristian Blummenfelt and has won the Olympics.
So after you do after you get the 11th in the Olympics, obviously the goal, because it's only 3 years away, is Paris.
Yeah.
Right. And so those guys were moving on a little bit. They were still wanting to do the Olympics, but they're going to do longer stuff. Did you jump? Because I look at your, 2022. Actually, 2021, you did 70.3 Nice, and you won that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you had DNF and Ironman. So you were trying to do an Ironman, a full Ironman Frankfurt.
Yeah, I did Ironman Frankfurt. I think it was 3 weeks after Tokyo, or 4 weeks.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I wasn't that good prepared, and I lost my nutrition on the bike. So I got some big cramps on the run. So I didn't manage to finish. But yeah, I wanted to try another time. This is the season. I'm
this
finally
is the
back.
season.
Yeah, this is the season.
But when I talked to Kristian and Gustav last night, they said, "Yeah, we're not ruling out LA 2028.
No.
That you as well. That
Yeah.
Hey, if I can go to the Olympics, I want to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, but I don't want just to participate. I want to be there to win a medal.
Of course you
Yeah.
do, because you're from Norway.
Yeah.
Just participating.
I'm not there for participating.
No.
I'm there to do a really, really good result.
Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously the long. So you have DNF in Frankfurt, DNF 70.3 Portugal, 2022 DNF PTO US Open.
Yeah.
Getting the longer distance right is hard.
Yeah. I were also struggling with injuries in those races.
What were you dealing with?
In 2021, at the end of the season, I struggled with my Achilles.
Yes.
And
those take forever to heal.
Yeah, and the PTO in Dallas, I had a stress reaction in my talus bone
Yes.
in the ankle after I crashed in Asakena earlier the year.
Yes.
I think I hit the bone and managed to have a stress reaction, and after that I got a stress fracture.
Right.
So and that took a long time to heal from.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So and then we move into 2024. Well, 2023 you win 70.3 Indian Wells.
Yeah.
So you got that one right.
Yeah, I feel long distance 70.3 is, and full Ironman, it's suits me maybe
Yes.
better than the short distance, but it's also a big challenge with the short distance. So yeah.
And during this time, were you training with Kristian and Gustav, or they were doing their thing with Olaf and you were doing yours?
They were with Olav at that time.
Okay.
It's December towards this year I started being with Gustav and Kristian again.
And so what brought you guys back together?
For me, it was motivation towards LA.
Yes.
I wanted to take more responsibility for my own training.
Right.
And also do more long distance. And Gustav and Kristian also is going to do long distance.
Yes.
And that fits good than being alone training for myself.
Right.
Towards long distance races. So yeah, we are training good together. We are a good group.
Yes.
So,
you've been doing it you were doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
The three of you together.
Yeah.
So are you coaching yourselves?
Yeah. Or Kristian is coaching me. I'm coaching Gustav. Gustav is coaching Kristian. So
Really?
yeah, no, we are playing each other good.
I
So,
like that.
Yeah. So I think it's a good dynamic it is now.
Yes.
So it would be a bit dangerous if you go alone coaching
Yes.
yourself. But
Yes.
when you are three,
Somebody else is looking at what you're doing.
So and we've been in the sport for many years. And
You know the sport. You know what you need to
we
do.
can a bit of training. So yeah, I think it's not so dangerous going us three, but
Yes.
going alone, coaching yourself, it's a bit like, yeah.
What have you learned from being back together with Kristian and Gustav? Has it been a little eye-opening in terms of the training they're doing, or is it like, okay, this is what we used to do before?
We have been going more back to the roots,
Mm-hmm.
training high amount of volume, and yeah, still trying to control by intensity, but
Right.
not so much by lactate, but yeah, we do still lactate just to control.
Right.
But yeah, it's high amount of volume. So we do, all of us are training more now than we did
Yes.
before. Yeah.
Well, and what's cool is, so will you do a full season of the Ironman? Will you do some PTO? What are you looking at?
I'm targeting the Pro Series.
You are
And,
targeting that?
Yeah, and Nice and Marbella.
Nice.
So no PTO for me at the moment.
Right.
Maybe at the end of the season.
Yes.
I will do 2 to 3 short distance to keep my ranking towards LA.
Right.
So, but the main focus for the next at least 2 years is the Pro Series.
And have you seen that when you do, when you're training the way you're training now, that it helps your shorter distance, or does the shorter distance training help your longer distance?
Of course, the long distance help for the capacity.
Yes.
And that's where I need to develop capacity, and speed comes along.
When I saw Kristian this year, and he's saying, disappointing season. I'm like, well, okay, so you got 12th in the Olympics. There's still, now from Norway, it's no big deal. For me, that's still pretty cool. And then a few weeks later, he goes to Frankfurt and kills that race. So obviously his training was great for longer distance, maybe not quite as great for the Olympic. Is there a danger there trying to, you're training for short, but you're still doing a lot of volume? Does that take away from the leg speed for short?
If you're planning it, I think you can combine it.
Right.
So now when I'm going to go back to like short distance this season, it's still some weeks between the races, and I've been like targeting or planning the season as it should. So I still have after Texas now, it's 4 weeks to a short distance race in Italy.
Oh, okay.
So then I will training more towards that.
Yes.
And after that is 5 weeks to Frankfurt. So then I will go back again to the TT bike. So it's plenty of time. You just need to have it in the calendar.
Right.
And plan it well.
So when you look at, you've grown up with Gustav and Kristian. Talk a little about each one of those guys and what makes them so special, what makes them so great.
Kristian is how should I say it? He is very determined.
Yes.
And very focused.
Mm-hmm.
And really, he has been showing the way for me.
Right.
Also, Gustav, really, also determined and really focused on what he should do, and he's also the jester in the.
I was going to just say,
group.
I think his sense of humor makes it fun.
Yeah, he's a good sense of humor. So, but they are both really special athletes.
Yes.
And really they are raw, you could say, in their different way.
Yes.
So Kristian is maybe the big guy going through the field.
Right.
It shouldn't be maybe his body type shouldn't say that he should be running that fast, but he still does.
Yes.
So Gustav is just a smart guy. So I feel I learn a lot of them.
Yes.
And I can take it into the races and use it.
So what last night when we were with this Tri Club of San Diego, and we were all together as a group watching the Tokyo Olympics, and someone in the crowd said, because you had Alex Yee and Iden and all these really fast guys, and Kristian was in there.
Yeah.
And it was like, when does Kristian need to go to win this race? Because he doesn't want to get to the blue carpet and have Alex Yee around there. And right when we said that, it was about 1K to go, he went like a rocket ship. And you were racing. It was hot. For him to make that move, a K out, was really gutsy.
To be honest, it wasn't that hot in the race.
Really?
It was more hot in a test event.
Oh, okay.
In
A year
2019.
before. Okay.
2 years before.
2 years before. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because of COVID. Yeah.
So it was more hot there, and I felt, had it been hotter, I think I would done better also, since I think people
You like the heat.
Yeah, I really like the heat. So I perform good at the heat.
Good for you.
So I think so. I'm really looking forward to Kona next year. So I think that's going to be a good
the
course.
3 of you guys in Kona in 2026.
So
I could see another podium sweep.
A podium sweep there and in Nice. That would be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So you need to qualify for Nice still. Or are you in? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm targeting Texas for qualifying. So otherwise Frankfurt.
Yes.
But I think I should
It'd be good to get it done earlier. Yeah. Texas.
Yeah.
How many spots do they have in Texas?
5.
Oh,
I think.
All right. There's 3 of them for you guys. And wait, is Kristian and Gustav, they've already got their spots. Yeah.
So
they can work for you there.
Yeah.
And get you your spot.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this, so you just had you did Abu Dhabi this year already.
Yeah.
And got 36th, but that's not
that wasn't what I came for. It was no, for sure not. It was a bit rusty in the body. Been training a lot of hours in Nice. Did some small mistakes and just didn't have to push the first lap or two on the bike. So did some small mistakes and that costs the result. Yeah.
Well, and then in 2024 you had a really good race. Of course, you won't think so, but 5th in Hamburg.
Yeah.
That's a good race.
Yeah, it
especially
was
with that field.
Some okay races that year, and also podium in the Europeans.
Yep.
And 2 World Cup podiums.
Yep.
So it was a great season or an okay season.
Yes.
So, but it was more that I went out of the season like feeling, wow, that was a good season. So then I wanted to do some changes and as I said, take more responsibility for my own training.
Yes.
And found a really good motivation towards LA. So I'm happy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You seem like you're in a really good place.
Yeah, I'm in a good place.
And those guys seem so happy last night. I think it's probably, you guys have learned a lot from other coaches.
Yeah.
And you know what you need to do. There's no surprises at this point.
Yeah, we know what to do. And also with all of us together, we can play each other good.
Exactly.
So, and also say you shouldn't do this or just come with good things towards each other and play each other good.
So you don't see any of the, okay, I want to make sure I beat Casper. Here's some workouts for you for this week that are really hard.
No, we are also smart athletes, so it doesn't work that way. But like, if I'm unsure of maybe what I should do, the guys tell me maybe you should do this, and then I can think about it myself if that's the best for me. So
Love it. Casper, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank
what
you.
a treat to finally get to meet you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what this year is going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Casper Stornes has been our guest. Again, Breakfast with Bob, day 3 from beautiful Oceanside. Hold on, we will be right back.